We're
Yo,
good.
yo, 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 yo. What's going on? The commission's in the building. Big
What
Jeff is in
up?
the building.
What
We
up?
are missing the rest of our lighter skinned, fairer skinned family. Hopefully they will jump on and join us. It is draft night here for the football show with no name.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
going
Got a
on,
viewer.
commish?
Got a viewer already. Excited. We got to do this draft for the show. Excited to get another season popping, man. So hopefully people will stay on, join, see the shit, and we'll rock out.
So you won the show. You won this draft. How many drafts have you been in this year so far?
This is draft number 4. I'm only in 5 leagues, so I got one more draft after this, and
So I
can't
believe I
wait.
am in let's see, counting your live one, and then we did Lauren's family draft. I think this will be number 300. I think this is officially number 300. This
That's
will end it off. This will be the last draft. This is the last draft for the day. Number 300. What do you have to say about that, sir?
that's a whole lot, bro. I don't know how the hell. You got a full time job. You got all them chilling.
All these damn chill. I'm about to
How in the
put all
world?
these children on here as damn co-owners and commissioners and let them make some lineup changes, but then I'll fuck around and be starting Jordan Addison at like quarterback or something.
Well, who's in this league, man? Give everybody a rundown. Who's in the league?
All right, let's take a look. We got some news. We got some news.
Okay.
If you, well, let's. I wanted to address it because Lauren wasn't here, but we will. We had some changes in our show, so that's down to the commission, us, and Lauren, and Clintonian whenever he decides to make an appearance with us today. But we were in a 16 team crazy league that the commission won last year. I don't even know who was on your team last year. You won that league.
Jalen Hurts. That's the only person I can remember.
That's the only person you had. 16 damn team. You was probably starting like Eckler or somebody
It
in a
was pretty
flex
bad.
spot or something like that.
I'm having to
Uh,
look at it. I got lucky. I think I had Tyreek Hill. I made a
okay.
trade with Tyreek Hill.
All right, so we got the normals. We got our show staff. Lauren has imported some female aggressiveness onto the board this year.
Okay.
So we got
Okay.
another. I believe her name is Laura. Laura is coming on.
Laura.
Uh, my oldest son, is joining the fray again. Hopefully, he will make it
Okay.
to the draft. He said he might be autoing, and that's on him if he ends up with Sam Darnold as his starting quarterback. Let's see, my brother is in this league. The guy who had the best team who lost to you in week 17, Tyree King Ole, is back
Okay. King
again to make
Ole
another run at his
picking it.
crown. He's
Picking at 12.
picking at 12. He said he was cheated. He got cheated. He picked 16 last year. I said, you picked 16, you made it to the championship game. So you got a 4-point boost by going to
Yep.
12. So you
Hell
should
yeah.
be better. Look, he starts already saying we're cheating. How are we cheating? And you're not even, the draft ain't even started yet. The man's already saying we're cheating.
There it is. Come on the show, man. Come on. Get
He
on the
won't
show.
come.
Talk
Come
that.
on
Yeah.
the sun.
Come on. Get on the show, bro.
Anybody from Hoofnagel, anybody from Sleeper. I know we weren't really playing. This is not really our night. Normally we
Yeah.
do Wednesday nights at 7:30. We think we're gonna go to 9 o'clock this year, but we know Wednesday's pregame. You guys got like me 8,000 lineups and 27 kids to deal with. So
Yep.
we thought we'd jump on and let you see our draft. I don't know. Do you prefer late drafting or early drafting?
Yeah. Typically, I'd rather do it before this time because starting to get tired. But I'm old, man. I'm 50 years old, man. So you know how
Yeah.
it is.
I say the problem is we started drafting like in April, and that's why we end up with all these teams. Because when I go through my lineups now,
Yep.
I'm like, why the hell do I have all these teams with damn Ricky Pearsall on it and stuff like that? People that I thought were going to be great, and now
Who is that? Okay, so I'm one of these people who does not follow college
you don't
football
follow
hardly at
college
all.
football. He
I
was
don't know who the hell this was. I was
a
like, who is this
mid
dude?
a
Is he black?
mid at best receiver from the University of Florida that the 49ers took in the first round.
Okay. Is he black or white or he Dallas Goddard type? What is it? What's going on?
I mean, I don't think he's a Dallas Goddard. I think he's just a good old American white guy with a Rick
Okay.
Ross beard who wears
Okay.
chains. And I figure he must have a little flash to him for a 17-year-old to want to rob him in the middle of the daylight.
Okay.
He
So
must have been being a
he like a
little swag.
little fake Travis Kelsey. All right.
Well, you know how them Gator boys are, them Florida Gators. You know them Hernandezes and them boys.
Yeah.
Them boys think they got a little swag. They ain't have no swag. We beat the shit out of them Saturday, but that's a whole nother problem. We need our college football guy Clint and
Yeah.
TJ to come on here before we start
Oh my
talking
God.
shit about college football. Hopefully, we got some good guests coming on this year. If anybody is going to be tuning in with us,
Oh yeah.
no
Y'all have
TJ
some
Yates, probably EJ.
yeah.
Um, I'm politicking now. If you heard this, anybody that's watching on the Facebook, anybody from Reedsville, we'd love to talk to Kendra Harrison, number one player in 2026 class. We'd love to
Absolutely.
talk to Deontay Neal, who should be, I think, a top 25, 30 player in that class as well. I think he's going to be a shock to people. Are going to find our system a guy that has what 16 interceptions and missed
Yeah.
a year in high school, and now
Nah,
he's
he's a
back.
he's a beast. I mean, yeah, I need to
He's a
get
beast.
what's the kid that basically won the game for him last year, the J9
Oh
kid,
yeah,
something
with
like
that
that.
kid. There's got some kids. So we gotta try to get some college kids on here. Um, hopefully some of our connects to some of our Steelers players will finally come through this year. See if we can talk to a couple Pittsburgh Steelers on here. But any of you guys that are in any of these leagues that you want to come on here, talk some shit, call out one of your friends, tell us we're dumb, make any side bets because we are a degenerate gambler. So we
That's
do
right.
love to degenerately gamble about anything. I don't care what it is. Pitch quarters, who has the fastest roaches. It doesn't really matter. We will we'll race about anything around here.
Man.
What do we have? We have 7 minutes to the draft.
Yeah.
You are in. What are you picking?
Oh yeah, that's a really interesting thing. So
You
yeah,
are
for
picking
folks,
at one.
I'm
You're
picking
at
at
one.
one. So for folks who that play fantasy football, or if you're new to it, it's just a game of math. You're trying to figure out who's going to score the most points on these mostly all offensive. I guess there's some defense to it too, but conventional wisdom. Usually you start off with a running back and Christian McCaffrey. For those of y'all who care about the Carolina Panthers, he used to be their stud, and now he's a stud running back for San Francisco. He's approaching 30.
Ooh,
I think he's 28 or 29. Maybe he's 29. So usually this about the no, he's 28. That's what it is. 28 is usually that line where people start to break down. I don't know if I can trust that cat. So I got a decision to make. Do I take him or another person who is is 30, Tyreek Hill, who I
his 30
think
is a little different though.
his third is a little different. So I'm debating between I'm a big New York Giants fan, so I will not be taking no CD Lamb. So that's just not gonna happen because I can't be rooting for that cat. So it's between
Ooh,
McCaffrey and Tyreek Hill. So I got a few minutes to think about it, but we'll see.
look at them. So if you're not at number one, let's just throw a scenario out. If you're at 5, even though this is a one QB league, CMC's gone. Who else? Who could jump up? Amon Ra maybe. I see
He
Amon
might be
Ra
gone.
going in the top
He might be.
5
He
lately.
might.
But let's
He
say
might.
we get to you're at 4, 5, 6. CD Lamb is there. Don't you have to take CD, or are you still gonna pass him up?
Can't do it.
Just can't do it.
Can't do it. That can't be my first pick. I can't have my season be hinged on my first pick being a Dallas Cowboy. Just can't do it.
Is it because
Can't
you
do it.
hate the Cowboys, or you just don't trust CD?
I do trust CD. I just don't want to watch Dallas games and have to root for a Cowboy to do well. Because if he does well, then that means they're probably gonna win. And I
Okay,
can't
I
do that.
get it.
I can't do
That's
it.
the problem. That's the problem I have with taking Tyreek first. It's like it's too much emotional investment on a Sunday for you to have a bad game, make all my fantasy teams lose, and my real team loses. Oh
Yeah,
my god,
yeah,
that make a long week. When all your teams get blown out and your real team sucks,
yeah,
it's a long, 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 long week.
yeah. That's
So
the
we,
the dilemma in back when Saquon Barkley was a Giant. It's like he legit was going to be a first round pick every year, and I was like, I just Giants are terrible. They've been terrible for a decade. It's the longest stretch of futility they've had since I've been alive. So um, can't do it.
in our league chat, my son wants to know where is his Bronny James nepotism? Why is he picking at 10 and I'm picking in the top 5?
10,
That's what he wants.
10 is good, bro. Because like
I would
you
rather been at the end. We didn't
yeah,
do draft pick trading in this draft. Otherwise, I prefer to turn. Like I would rather be at 12 because I can always see what y'all guys are gonna do. I'm gonna get two. I'm gonna get the two guys I want without having to worry about Murrow sliding in doing something silly, stealing my quarterback or something
right,
like that.
right. Who is B Merc 709?
B Merck is from another. It's from the other draft. Is how I met Lauren. He's in another league. He was in the
Okay,
league that he who shall not be named was in. He is our
okay.
resident Canadian. We are international this year.
Oh shit! All right.
We international with the draft, and so gonna see what the guys. Shout out to Brandon up
Okay,
there and
Brandon.
up there with the Moose and I don't know what else they got in Canada.
Don't
Hockey.
take don't take whoever I'm gonna pick. I mean, you can't mess with my first pick, bro. But when it comes back
Mm-mm.
around to pick 211, just make sure you don't take who I wanted to take at 212.
He will. Don't say it out loud because
Yeah,
that's the type of
he'll
person
take
he
him.
is.
Okay, that's how he is. All right, so that's the big thing. Like when you pick at the beginning of the draft like this, like it's gonna be a long time before I get to pick, and I do get those two people in a row. But I'm not gonna get a stud, so I got to make this first pick right.
I don't
And
know. It's just so much you could do.
maybe it depends on how the other people draft. So I don't know. But if the three, we got a few folks that are on right now watching this on YouTube. A couple folks watch this on Facebook. If you got suggestions on who might be available for me when I get to uh, round two, so I guess that's what is that? I can't do math. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Who's the 24th best player in your
I'm
opinion?
good with it. I'm taking suggestions on the fifth pick. Somebody tell
Yeah,
me who to pick in the comments, and I might take them, even if it's Chuba Hubbard. I might take him in the fifth. That's just how confident I am
absolutely.
that I'm going to win this
Yeah. And
all.
any of y'all watching that want to join us, just put a comment in there and then we'll
We will bring you
send it, yeah,
on
give us your cell phone number, your email, we'll send you the link.
because it's a lot of junk talking in the actual chat already. Feel like Tyree, you need to come on here and defend yourself
There it is.
for all this slander that you keep giving me here. So what do we got? Are we
Got
starting right
3
on
minutes.
time? We got 2 minutes.
Let's see how many people are here so far. So far you got just it's me, you, Lauren, Clintonian, and
Let's see who else?
P Phoenix. Who is this?
Brandon, that's my nephew. That is
Okay.
Anthony's
All
son.
right. Nephew
Brandon's in the
Brandon.
draft room waiting. You want to bring the board up? You can bring the board up if you want
Oh
to.
yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and
Bring
do
the
that.
board
Let's
up so
see.
these folks can
Present.
see what we're gonna do, and some of our fellow talkers can call their pick. A lot of people here. We auto drafts are a thing, so please get in here.
There it is. Let me make it full screen so it'll look it's gonna look tiny to a lot of people. Well, actually I could probably do this too. Let's see. Zoom. All right, that's a little bit better.
A
A
little
little
better.
tiny. Yeah, we'll be able to see it. Might have to get rid of the logo for the football show with no name just temporarily while we're doing the show. I'm gonna stop sharing.
Go ahead and
Take
drop it.
that logo down. Hit escape. Let's see. Exit full screen. Brand. I want none. No logo at all.
It won't take it.
Won't do it.
Let me see.
Might be a way to do it. I don't see it. No.
Hold on. Let's see here. Doo, doo, doo.
Uh,
All right, so it's gone.
let's go. All right, got rid of it.
I don't see it up there. Oh, it's got that duck up there
That
now. Hold
yeah.
on.
There it is. Got it.
There
Okay,
you
now
go.
I've got it. Present. Share screen. Window. Tayal. All right, we are back.
Let's see if you can.
Now you'll if you see people, I can't do the comments anymore because I got the big screen.
Gotcha.
But if you see comments, you put them on the board. But you
I
see, this is what I have to. This I'm using this tool so people gonna see who I'm thinking about drafting as you see me scroll around and take a look. But so right here, I'm deciding between CMC and Tyreek, and we will get this draft going. But we need folks to get in here. I know it's late, man, but okay, people starting to pop in.
They are. There's quite a few of us here. They are here. Just a few missing. Some that we know might auto, but that's just part of the thing. Is Big Kobe in here? Let's see. I get Kobe. Shout out to Winsella State.
That's you.
SU in the building. A couple people in the missing. Let's see. I'm gonna send out one last text before we start on here.
This is my last super competitive league draft because the one I'm doing tomorrow is a kind of a family league, and then and not to shit on y'all. I say y'all not competitive, but it's y'all. It's not gonna be the same.
Listen, the Lawrence Family League was actually rather competitive this year. I kept getting sniped by a light skinned nephew
Light skinned
at
nephew.
every corner. Light skinned nephew Aiden was abusing me. So we have what? We're missing Barbie. We're missing Kobe.
What's
We're
Barbie
gonna.
doing?
I don't know. Um, Barbie's going. We're gonna give this entire draft 1 minute, and then we're gonna get started here. So we got our top four. I think number five is probably gonna be an auto. Clint is somewhere in the building hiding. Don't know where he is.
Get on YouTube, Clint, and say something, man, so we can put your
So
comments
we
up, bro.
so we know you're here.
Lauren, what's your comments? You said you're gonna be live in the chat.
Yeah, we need you to comment. We can see some of your comments, but put them on
Yeah,
YouTube or go to the Facebook page.
yeah. Anybody watching now, say something.
All right, so Barbie knows that he's double drafting and he knows he's number nine, but it looks like he's here. So I think everybody that's going to be here is here,
Oh,
except
Barbie
for
need to
our
get
one
on.
known auto drafter. So we're about to go. And so you can talk shit.
I think I'm like,
Take your
yep, that's
drinks
him.
if you got them, roll them up. Let's hit this start and let's get it. Mr. Holloway, hold on, give me 1 second here. Let me update this.
Okay.
Make sure we are all on 60 seconds. We are 60 seconds per pick. Gentlemen, I hope your team suck. Let's get this thing started here.
All
And we are
right. So I
off.
got 60 seconds. So I think, man, it's gonna be tough. But I think I gotta go to Tyreek here. How do I select
Just your plus mark
the
inside.
plus mark there?
Okay,
There it
little
is.
screen.
That's it. Let's see what Brand is doing out of Canada. There's no Canadians for him to take this early yet. So, oh, okay. The CMC, of course. Danny Fence fan says, "What's up?"
Now, let's see.
Lauren with Bijan Robinson. All right.
Am I going to do something stupid?
I don't know. You got 50 seconds left to think about it.
I mean, Mira Merle just talked about this, but I can't not do it. I have to do
CD Lamb, hey, look, he failed to you. He had to do it.
it. I got to
Our
do it.
auto draft is going to take, I mean, this list right here is like everybody listed. So maybe Justin Jefferson may be with
She'll take
you.
her first minute. Yeah. Should be Justin. Then after that, it'll just auto draft pretty quickly. But if you were looking for Justin, you're short. Unless she set a queue. Now we won't know until that
That's
first
true.
pick comes up.
Now, who is this again? I am Irvin.
This is Lauren's
Oh, it's
homegirl,
Lauren Homegirl.
a newbie to the league.
Okay.
Apparently she's a thug though, but we'll
She a
see.
thug like that?
She's
Okay.
a thug.
All
She has
right.
some sons that's playing football. So I don't think she was able to come into the draft with us, but she's gonna let the AI and Skynet determine her fate. Since we are
Okay.
playing for money, we are playing for money.
Let's
Got
see.
Danny Fiends fan at on YouTube
What up?
giving us a what's up. What's up, Danny?
Jamar Chase.
Well, that's interesting. So he jumped over him. What
Interesting. All
Chiefs
right.
Chase?
Jumped over
Clintonian.
Jefferson.
Clintonian is up. He's sneaking in the back. He hasn't given us any information.
Brees Hall.
Should have known, as
All right.
always. The big
Well,
man. Let's see what he's gonna do.
we'll see. Oh, I didn't look at the scoring. Anything? You got any weird scoring thing going on here?
I don't think it's too weird.
All right, I gotta look
I
at
don't
it
think
now.
it's nothing
All
weird.
right,
Got a little
that's
boost for tight ends. That's about it. Little tight end
okay.
boost.
I
It's
didn't
a
get a
one
chance to
QB.
take a look at that. I'm gonna have to hold on. Let me get on my.
That's when you know you're nice with it. You just jump on and just started drafting, and you don't even look at the scoring. All right, let's see. What is
Mm,
Danny saying to us here?
guess I'm up.
Danny says, "My home league, we play for a championship belt. My first picks were Amon Rod, Garrett Wilson, James Cook, A Chain, Rice, and Jones. Danny, invite me to you guys' home league next year if they let you get Amon Ra and Garrett Wilson in your first two picks. The rest I can deal with, but yeah, that shouldn't have happened. Unless you were picking 12 and they would just happen to be at the turn. Let's see what Bronny James Jr. here is going to pick. He's just out here in the woods. He's on
Yeah.
here. Flip a coin, son. Pick somebody.
Okay. Yeah. Your scoring points are. It's not crazy. You gotta watch out. You don't have those lucky 13 rules.
Yeah, that's sneaky
That sneaky
800-point
defense.
defense. It's Kiasha with your 800-point defenses. All
Okay.
right.
Okay. All right.
Saquon.
Saquon out here doing it. All right.
So the
So all right. So the regular season champ from last year got 2 picks in a row. Sorry, I had to kind of take that from you, bro. You had a great team. You were dominating, but just wasn't meant for you.
he didn't close the deal.
Just didn't close the deal.
I often ask that question, Danny. I don't know how Amon keeps falling in these drafts as well. Honestly, I think 8 is too low.
Yeah, I mean Chase shouldn't have been drafted where Chase
Uh-huh.
was. So that's the one I can see.
I didn't expect Lauren to take Bijan. I expected Almond Rod to be. I didn't expect Lamb to be there. Otherwise, I would have took St. Brown
Yeah.
early. Ooh, our first quarterback pick. So we're gonna go Henry Allen. Okay.
I don't mind that. That's not terrible.
If you're gonna go a quarterback, go
Yeah,
Allen
yeah.
that early. If you're
I mean,
gonna go that early.
it's like having 2 running backs. So you got 2 running backs. Both of them gonna score a bunch of touchdowns. So it's not bad. Not bad pick at all.
How many touchdowns you think Derrick Henry scores this year?
15 minimum.
I mean,
15.
Gus Edwards scored 13, I think, last year, and he's
Yes,
terrible.
that's what I'm saying.
I'm,
15
I'm
minimum.
thinking Derrick Henry has a 20 touchdown season. I,
He
I
could.
I honestly
He could.
do. I
The,
think he has a 20 touchdown season.
yeah.
And
Is
then
this
we'll go
Barbie
back and
here?
look at these drafts. If Barbie is no,
Oh, he's
this
boss
is
hogging.
Bronny Jr. again back
That's
up.
Bronny Jr. Okay. What
Bronny
he think?
Jr. Gonna see what he gonna do.
Oh, went running back, running back. All right. Gibbs got a little hamstring thing going on, but Puka Nakua, I
Bronny
wouldn't have done that.
Jr. went Puka. I'm not
Could
mad at Puka.
could
If
have
you
waited.
believe,
Could have waited.
I'm a believer that Cooper's back.
Yeah,
I could
I
be
am
in the
too.
minority, but I'm in
You're
the
not.
believer that Cooper is back.
And him and Stafford are boys, so I would not take Puka
All
until
right.
third round.
Let's see. Garrett.
Garrett
So
Wilson. Okay.
somebody else again let somebody else get the St. Brown. Garrett was so now I see how you got that, Danny. That just happened again here. Brown and Garrett Wilson together. Gotta watch him. Yeah.
Yeah, so Clintonian, he's going wide receiver for sure, but I wonder if he's gonna get the rookie Marvin Harrison Jr.
Take Kyle Pitts, Clint.
Or he might go. He ain't gonna go Devontae. Or he likes Sam Laporta. He might not get him back. He won't get him. Well, he
He
probably will.
might
Maybe
get
he
Laporta
might
back.
be able to wait. Yeah, you can wait. Oh, he took my. All right, I knew that. Oh,
First
okay.
rookie.
All right.
So
Oh,
auto
look at.
draft went Lamb with her. Interesting. All right. Let's see.
All right. So yeah, who you gonna do? You gonna go with another wide receiver? You got
I
running back.
mean, fuck it. I mean, you said his name out loud. Why don't I do it? Just to throw some bullshit in here. Nobody else is taking one.
Laporta. Okay. Okay.
Laporta's either going to have 95 catches or 30
Yeah.
because I took him. So let's see. We'll do some different stuff here. I'm going to do something different,
You
even
mark.
though this is our league of record now. Let's
Oh
see.
boy, if he doesn't take A chain, I can't do it. I just can't have 2 Miami Dolphins. But it's
I can't take
definitely.
A Chain if I don't have another running back. It makes me feel bad for him to be my number one. Although people are drafting him like a one, I don't have a problem with him if he's my two.
Yeah.
Like if
I
Brandon
think
was
what
to take
I
A
may
Chain right
do.
here, I'd be good with that.
Yeah, we'll see what he does. I think I gotta kind of just the wide receiver is so deep. I think gotta grab a couple running backs. So
Usually.
I'm gonna get 2 of the ones that I like, no matter what this person does.
But you know we are. You know me. I go zero RB in a
You
minute.
took
Jacob. Oh,
Jacob.
okay.
So I'm gonna take Pacheco for sure, and who's wearing Tyreek Hill's old number. That is super disrespectful.
I like
Uh,
Pacheco. I like Pacheco the early
I've
one.
been taking a lot of Kenneth Walker in drafts, man. I really think he's gonna be pretty solid. I'm gonna go K Walker.
All right. That's solid. There goes the A Chain pick. That's
There it
strong
is.
at running back though. If A
That is
Chain's your
strong.
RB3, then I like that a lot better
Yeah.
than the other way. Um,
Let me see what's going to be available for me when it gets back to me. I'm not liking these wide receivers that are left, but I'm gonna get two good ones.
I'm gonna dip
Hopefully.
down for a second and get off the path here for a second. Let's
All
go.
right. Oh, you got to get a running back, right? Okay.
Let's go James Cook.
James Cook,
I'm betting that James Cook gets more than 2 touchdowns this year, and he ends up being RB 1, 2, or 3. That that's
Clintonian
that's
picked
that's
up.
my bet.
No, I think that's not bad.
I think he was what? What was he last year? Two,
Oh
three,
yeah,
2 or 3 with no touchdowns
yeah. Hardly in touchdowns.
and
Maybe he'll
with
get a few
no
more.
digs. Yeah, with no digs, no Gabe Davis. Got to throw the ball to somebody.
He'll get a bunch of dump offs. So in the PPR, which this is, I think he's gonna be in pretty good shape. So let's see what we got.
So Clint got time to come in here and steal Travis Kelsey, but not come in here and talk to us.
Yeah.
I'll see how you do.
Well, he's in the middle of another draft too.
Oh,
So
oh, Patrick.
all
Okay,
right, all right. That's a little early. The difference between quarterbacks not that big. Um,
Patrick and Jay Jettas though.
mm,
Even though they share. Only thing I don't- well, and I draft like this. I don't care, Kobe. I do the same thing. I have a bad time not looking at bye weeks. So basically, just saying whoever. If I get Kobe week 6, just mark that down as a win.
yeah.
Mark that down as a win. I don't know if you're going to be able to replace that kind of firepower. But the
Just
rest of your
I
picks,
have a hard time. I mean, everybody's got their own philosophy, but like if the quarterback doesn't run a lot, it's just hard for me to take a quarterback before sixth, seventh round.
generally, I won't unless something falls to me and I'm in a stacking mood. Like I got Chase
Yeah.
and I want Burrow. Like I have CD. I'm not gonna go chasing Dak, but if Dak falls his way back around here later, yeah, then I'm gonna
Hmm.
jump all over Dak. I don't know
Okay,
if we
man.
have. I don't think we got any. Well, we do have. I know we got at least one cowboy, two cowboys in the group. So I don't think anybody's looking for Dak though.
No, Dak's not gonna get well unless it's like somebody who's just really
I just feel like
desperate
the
for
Cowboys
quarterback.
aren't going to be that good, and Dak's probably going to throw the ball 500 times for
Yeah.
fantasy. For fantasy purposes, that's all I care about.
Mm-hmm.
That is
Ant-Man.
all we care about.
Ant-Man 64.
What you going to do there, sir?
It's got to be a wide receiver
Does
if you
it?
want. Wow. Okay,
What did he do?
he took Jalen Hurts, so maybe his wide
I like
receiver
it.
on the yeah.
I like it.
You could get Kyler Murray 4 rounds later.
I think
I just think you hurt yourself in your depth by going quarterback early.
you
But
do, unless your quarterback finishes one. Oh, and it's
unless
like you get a Hurts. I mean, if Hurts has 25 passing touchdowns and 12, 13 rushing
12, 13
touchdowns,
rushing, then it's
you
fine.
had to take him. I mean, what
Yeah,
choice?
yeah. They went
So
Diggs. I'm scared of the Houston Texans. I don't know Dale,
I was
Collins,
to be here.
Diggs.
That was one of the conversations I wanted to have. Was I talked about this in my league with somebody else. Are the Texans receivers going to be football good but fantasy bad? Because
Hmm.
they're gonna all probably. I feel like they're all gonna get 75 to 80 catches, 900 yards, 9 to 950, 6 to 8 touchdowns. I mean, Tank, get any one of them could get that, and they
Yeah,
could all, and the Texans could make a Super Bowl run. But your
yeah,
fantasy team would be fucked if you took one of them early, and they get you 900 yards.
yeah.
So
I mean, I might try to like get two of them and play them together and like have Collins and Dale and just be like, hope one of them blows up.
and see, and I think Diggs is going to be the best of all of them.
I think
I
so,
just,
dude.
I just think Diggs is going to be the number one there.
And
If
people and like,
nothing else, Diggs wants another paycheck.
yeah,
So I just feel like he's going to go to
one more.
Houston and he's going to play the super nice guy, best teammate ever. He might throw one helmet, but I mean, he's a wide receiver. That's what wide receivers
Hmm.
do. But he's going to keep his mouth shut, and somebody, New England, somebody like that next year is going to crack the bank open for a 31-year-old wide receiver. He's going to get 100 mil, and he's going to be right off to the sunset with his last big payday. That's just what
Absolutely,
I feel like.
absolutely. Debo. Let's
You
see.
would. Now we're stealing.
Lamar's coming off soon. There, I knew that was happening.
Now we're stealing.
Cooper Cup, all right.
I wanted Cook. Did anybody tell you to do that?
Yeah. Oh boy, people I kind of want are getting gone.
Here's one of my draft favorites.
Metcalf. Wow. Okay.
Love DK. I love DK this year. I don't know why. I just got a
Yeah.
feeling. I just got a feeling about DK this year.
Hmm. I B Mark's gonna take a while to think.
Stop
He
drafting
need.
all the running backs,
Oh, he
Brandon.
need. He needs a receiver. Yeah, gonna have to get a
Stop
receiver.
drafting all the running backs, Brandon.
Probably gonna take a receiver that I'd like to have. Let's see. Let me take a look. Yeah, I like a couple of these people. Oh, okay, okay. I'm gonna get one guy I know. I like one of these guys. I like.
Mhm. If this auto team gets a running back, this could get out of hand.
Yeah.
These are some really good wide receivers,
Hmm.
especially Evans. Evans, this is really too low for Evans.
Wow. Trey McBride. Interesting. All right. I have
I think the
drafted Malik
scoring.
Neighbors, so I did get him once. So I'm not gonna mess with him anymore. And Jamar Chase might not play for 2 or 3 weeks, so we going T Higgins.
Okay,
Get it.
T. I mean, tight end should be going in this draft only because it's a tight end premium. I think they're
Yeah.
scheduled. Well, think that they're going to score a lot of points, but I mean, you can
Mhm.
always go with the old reliables. Never let you down.
Yeah.
I normally punt on tight end. This is probably the earliest I've ever taken a tight end.
Yeah. I saw that premium on there. I was like, you know what?
It's
I
the
wanted
earliest I've
to
ever
I
taken one.
wanted to have, some depth. So
Ooh.
I definitely will be going tight end on the way back, and probably could end up with a Jake Ferguson type
I mean, Jake is
or
always a good.
Evan Ingram. So if Brock Bowers, Pitts, we'll see what happens. I think people are since some people are already taking tight ends. I think I'll be able to get a tight end that I like, plus another running back.
I think wide receiver is going to be the way to go in this draft. I'm going to go with the
And
guy we just talked about. Let's go with Tank.
Tank Dale, nice.
I'm going to load up with wide receivers.
Yeah.
Let's see who else we got here. I traded Jaden Reed for Dalton Schultz. My starter was Musgrave. I have Rice, Brown, Wilson, Watson, Palmer. Who traded you Jaden Reed for Dalton Schultz? Whew. Did you at least buy him dinner after that?
Neighbors, my guy, my
Jeez.
giant.
I just don't know about drafting neighbors. I have I have been
It's
avoiding
sketchy.
him. There's
It's
a
sketchy.
tool on Sleeper that you can look at and see how many shares you have this guy. And I realized out of almost 300 leagues, I have neighbors twice.
Oh,
I
okay.
just
Yeah.
don't trust Danny, and I don't trust
Yeah.
rookies. Not
Yeah.
him.
Next year, when they have a new quarterback and we have jailed with that offensive line, Neighbors is going to be a stud. He's going to be like Marvin Harrison this year.
Is Danny Jones? Is Danny Dimes gonna be there?
No, this is his last
Okay.
year. Yeah, we're going. He's going to be playing for the Raiders or something next year
What about Daniel Jones to the Pats
as a
and re
backup.
and
Yeah,
revisit that deal that they didn't take this year, that 1 for 6? Because I feel like
Lord have
the
mercy.
Giants or the Patriots are gonna be in 1 or 6 this year.
Drake May better be great. What we offered them to climb up, we were offering them the moon to
The
get Drake
moon
May,
to get him.
and they didn't take it. And he better be great because
And that
they.
he's not starting from day one and you turn down all of that. Something
Whew,
ain't right.
we're gonna be
Or
terrible.
New England offensive line must be so
Yeah,
fucking terrible that they
we're
just can't risk putting them out there.
Kittle.
Danny, I need you to explain to me what else was going on. All you had was Musgrave that you traded Jaden Reed for Dalton Schultz. And I don't think Dalton Schultz is a bad pick. I just
You get
think
15
Jaden
points for a
Reed.
touchdown or something.
I think Jaden Reed is just gonna be. You can put names in a hat and tell me whether Jaden Reed, Christian Watson, or Romeo Doubs gonna lead the Packers in receiving this year. Because I don't know. Because I think Watson's the best receiver there, but I don't think he can stay healthy.
Nope.
So I just Reed is just the recipient of Watson not being there. But everything I read this year said Romeo had the best camp.
Yeah, he's at one to me, but I'm
Oh,
more of
because
a Watson
so
guy
that's
though.
why
So.
he traded him because he's a Watson guy. I feel that.
Why are you a Watson guy from 2 years ago? Like I'm curious. Like what have you heard to make you a Watson
He
guy
says,
over
there we go. Rolling the dice. He's taking a
rolling the dice?
chance.
Okay,
When Watson played, even going back as far as what was it last year with Rogers? That year he caught with
2 years.
Rogers.
2 years ago, he was a
If
beast.
you threw him the ball, he was a beast.
He
And
was a
when
beast.
Jordan Love looked for him, he was a beast. But he's just never available
Now,
when you
yeah,
need him.
he's hurt, and now he got that rhythm with Dobbs and Reed and Wicks.
Wicks
It's
is good. Hell, they even talking about Melton is good. Like I don't
yeah,
know who the wide receiver coach is in Green Bay, but he knows what the fuck he's doing. Whoever that is over there seems to have this down in the scouting department. They're just pulling dudes from everywhere,
yeah.
and they're good. And
It
they're
reminds
all like 25 or younger.
it reminded me of those days. You remember back in like the early '90s in the Houston Oilers, they had like four receivers. All of them had like 1,000 yards.
Jeffries. Oh, we're going way back. That's Jeffries,
Drew
but
Hill and shit.
Drew. Oh yeah, they
I
were always loaded. They always had good wideouts.
don't even know if they had did they have a tight end? I don't even think they had a tight end. They just had four wideouts and just said, "Fuck it,
Four
we need
wideouts,
tight."
Moon, and one of them. What's one of them brothers? Some famous offensive line dude. Was it one of them Munchak? Not Munchak, but
Yeah, yeah. Monk was an
one
offensive line.
Munchak and somebody whose son played for Atlanta. I can't remember who that
Yeah,
kid was.
they had a little running back. They had Gary Brown. They had Lorenzo White.
Just could never win it.
Just couldn't win it.
They ain't been right since they let Frank Wright come back in that 35-3. That's how long they've been bad. They've been off. They've been
Yeah,
off since that moment right there.
yeah,
They came back a little bit with that and gave that Music City Miracle to
yeah.
Buffalo. But after that,
They're
and then that
basically
Steve McNair.
they're the equivalent of the Seattle SuperSonics from the mid '90s.
Ooh, that's a good crowd. That's a good comp. Good comp. Sonics, fun to watch. Never turn from a Sonics game. Don't really care whether they won or lost. Same with
Yep,
Houston. I just
yep,
want to see Warren Moon go get 400 every
yep.
Sunday.
And you want to see Sean Kemp just put nuts in somebody's mouth. He did some disrespectful, like that dunk that he dunked on Alton Lister. He did that little.
And when he pointed at him, that's still,
Yeah,
yeah, that's most
I don't
disrespect.
know if that's most disrespectful or is the one when Shaquille O'Neal dunked on
On
Chris
Chris
Dudley
Dudley, and then
and
Chris Dudley
threw
threw
him,
the ball and threw him in the stands.
hugged him, put his nuts in his mouth, threw him on the ground, and then just kept on going. They ain't called nothing. Oh, Caitlin out here watching you.
Caitlin Ferguson in the building, watching football.
You
She's
supposed
on
to
the
be
payroll.
studying. You
She's
supposed to be
on the
studying.
payroll, so she
You
has
supposed to be
to.
studying. You supposed to be studying, Caitlin.
Yeah, are you studying? Have you done your adult homework? Are you still allowed to say homework?
Oh
Mike
damn, Mike.
Mike went
Oh,
auto
oh,
to Burrow though.
that's his guy. He likes him.
I was wondering if the Chase person was mad about that, but I see auto draft already got Anthony. Tell your uncle you just left class, sir.
Okay, okay, all
Yeah,
right. Yeah, that's
there's a scholars over here, sir.
we'll
Scholars over
allow it.
here.
We'll allow it.
That would be greedy to go back to the wide receiver train one more time, huh? Wouldn't it?
Uh,
I think it would be, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
your running back's gonna be trash.
They are. But here's another guy I like. This is a guy I like this year. I don't know if many people are high on. I like Godwin moving back to the slot with.
Okay.
I think that's a hundred catch season for him out of the slot this year because they seem to like that rookie they have McMillan as well.
Mm-hmm. Wow, Aaron Jones is still sitting out there.
Why you gotta say his name out loud? I was hoping he'd
I
make
mean,
it back.
I,
I was hoping he'd make it back to us.
I don't know. I gotta think about that. Like, so now I'm debating. Now I'm gonna get the tight end. I'm gonna get a tight end like I need, but now I got to decide Aaron Jones or Raheem Mostert.
I'm good with either.
Yeah. Let's see. Six, six, six.
I don't. I don't guess Brandon's gonna take another running back, giving all the information out.
I don't think so. We'll see. If he doesn't, I'm gonna take him. If he doesn't take him, because I'm playing against Aaron. Okay, I'm gonna take Aaron Jones because I'm playing against him in two leagues on Sunday, so might as
You-
well take him.
You're hedging your bets, huh?
Hedge my bets, and then let's go ahead and get all these catches from Evan Ingram.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Calvin Ridley. All right. I got him in the league. I'm not sure if I can trust him. We'll see.
What's going to happen with D Hop this year?
Washed like he is, like he
You
was
Wash?
last.
You calling him Wash again? Did we
He was.
disprove Wash last year?
When he supposed to get? Did he get 1,100 yards?
He
I believe
only played 10 games. He
that's
got damn near
washed.
1,000.
That's
He had
washed.
damn near 1,000. Now he's Washed.
He
Okay.
the bet was 1,100, and I'm pretty sure he didn't sniff 1,100.
I really want to take Raheem Mostert, but at some point, doesn't he actually have to be 32 years old? At
He
some point.
does, but I mean, but even if he has a little bit of a regression, he still probably have 12, 13 touchdowns.
How
We don't know who's gonna get the most carries. I feel like
about
A
this?
Chain is gonna get 15 carries, and most is gonna get 15 carries. So like both of them are fast as hell.
Here's my guy. Because I feel like Arthur Smith doesn't want to throw the ball. So I feel like Najee's going to get 25 carries a game. I just
Yeah,
need him to get his regular 1,000 yards and 7 touchdowns. That for
that'll
some
work.
reason he just seems to get disrespected about every year.
That'll work.
I'm good with that. So let's see who we got quarterback. Stroud, Richard, Murray, Mahomes, Burrow, Love, Hurts, Allen, all off the board. Are we consider those to be our top, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9
Those are
QBs?
those are the guys.
Those
Those
are
are
the
the guys.
guys.
I mean, Prescott is the only one that's left that's like 30 touchdown potential. Oh well,
Purdy finished
Tua,
ninth.
Tua.
Purdy finished ninth. Tua didn't
I
have
can't rock.
30 touchdowns, but they led the league in yards.
Yeah,
Golf finished seventh. Golf has had some really good fantasy finishes that people just for some reason
yeah.
just flip over
But
every year.
week to week, man, I had him in a couple leagues last year, and he is sketchy. So he'll have a great game followed by two shitty ones, and then a great game. So the numbers look good in the aggregate, but it's just it's you can't be down 30 points going into the Monday night game, and he's playing, and you think
And
he's
he's
gonna
like, you're not catching
you
up.
know
No, you're not catching
you
up.
don't know. I need a
But
quarterback that's got me
if you
that
got the
I can get
stack,
30.
see, here's my thing about people say like the quarterback isn't that good. Well, if the quarterback isn't that good, then why are you taking his number one wide receiver?
Right.
Like the two gotta correlate for me. Like if
Yeah.
you're gonna take Amon Ra in the first round, then I think you should be taking golf somewhere around there. I mean, let you get like a Lamar or
Yeah.
Kyler, somebody like that. But that's why I feel like I
What happens with
if
golf
you're
is like he either fumbles or he throws a pick. And so if you got a quarterback that's going to turn the ball over in addition to the touchdowns, like you lose points. And he doesn't run. He gets 0 yards. He does not run. Like I have lost an underdog bet. I put high. I think it was like 1.5 yards,
no, he ain't
and
getting that.
I put higher. And motherfucker get one. Well, he could
He's
get
not getting that.
1.5.
He's not getting that.
That's
They don't
worthless.
want him running. Anything with golf running sounds bad.
Yeah.
Sounds like
So
something bad is about to happen
I
if
don't
he's
want a
running with the ball.
statuesque guy. I don't
But
want a
if
Stafford.
The only way Gibbs can be worth a second round pick is if he's catching balls. Amon Ra can only be worth a first round pick if he's getting 150 catches.
Correct.
Porter can only be worth a second round pick if he's getting 100 catches. If all of that's happening, then that means we're talking about Jared Goff being 300 for something for 4,200 yards and 40 touchdowns. Like
Yeah.
it's gotta happen like that, or the Lions about to be severely disappointing. And I don't think that's the case. I ain't saying they're gonna win it, but I think come December, January, people are gonna be looking like, dang, I gotta have to make some playoff
Mhm.
plans to Ford Field in the freezing cold, even though it's indoors. But who wants to go to Detroit in January though? Ugh.
A lot of people got them going,
I want
13-4.
49ers would have been in real trouble had they had to come to Ford Field.
They for sure would have
Had they
been.
had
Yeah.
to go to Ford Field, they would have been in real trouble, and we might be talking about Detroit making it to the Super Bowl, which would have been ridiculously crazy from the
Yeah.
beginning of the year.
They would have lost by 30.
But lost by 30 to the Chiefs. I don't know.
Their pass
Isn't it
defense
the
was
Chiefs
terrible.
just have Super Bowl games, or they just play bad Super Bowl games? They win them, but they play bad looking Super Bowl games.
They have never dominated any
Never.
playoff game I've ever seen.
Any game the Chiefs have been in the Super Bowl, the other fan base was like, they legit was
We
like, we could have,
we could,
we
yep,
could have,
absolutely.
but the baby goat snatched it away from us, throwing a duck for. One of the things I always hated that I really liked was how Skip Bayless would call out the fact that Patrick threw that duck at the end of that fourth quarter.
Yep.
that kept that drive alive, and Shannon make it sound like he just threw this John Elway like dart 50 yard. No, you threw off your back foot. You threw a
Yep.
punt, and it was bad coverage.
Yeah.
That's the difference between them winning that Super Bowl and Kansas City winning that.
Yeah. So many NFL games come down to a player too. So histories could. I mean, look at the Patriots, man. Like I mean, they tricked off 2 Super Bowls and then they won 2 or 3 that they shouldn't have. So it's insane.
It'd be interesting, like if they didn't have an AFC, NFC, and it just ended up with being like best teams.
Yep.
Cause some reason, like a Super Bowl, like I think
Yo,
Buffalo or
Barbie,
Cincinnati would win.
Barbie knows something we don't know, or is that auto drafting? Nick
No,
Chubb.
he just took Chubb. I mean, I'm not above taking Chubb at 8 or 9, depending on who my other guys are.
Yeah.
Because you take Chubb and say, hey, I'm playing him like week 8, 9, 10. And if he
Yeah.
comes back X-Man style, I'm gonna win this league. Same thing
Yeah.
with like Hawkinson. If you take
Yeah.
Hawkinson and he actually comes back and you can play him as a flex along with
Oh,
your regular guy,
I just thought about that. That's a good little back pocket thing to be thinking
yeah,
about.
you gotta go Hawkinson. And if anything, I'd be looking for guys that are on the injuries because I just want
Mhm.
to stash them and I
Yeah.
don't want nobody else to have them.
Yeah. About round 11 or so. How many rounds we got? 15. Let's see.
Yeah. No, this is a 17 round
Oh
draft.
shit.
So,
Okay. Oh, I definitely could take a
just
couple
because the
bodies.
rosters are big. We
Yeah.
got my man Spotter, man Josh checking in. He runs a couple of dozen leagues that we are participating in Sleeper.
Okay.
All his leagues are Game of Thrones themed.
Okay. I don't know what that's
So
about. Never
you
seen
don't
that
watch
show.
Game of Thrones, never watch
Never.
Game of That's about like when you was watching Mad
Never
Men. And I
seen
was
it.
like, I don't watch that. I don't know what the hell Mad Men is. It's like one of those shows that everybody in the world watches, and
Yep.
you're the one person that has it. That's how I was with Mad Men. Everybody in the
Yeah.
world watched it.
I feel left out because I mean everybody I know has at least watched a little bit of it, but I
It's
I have
never
no.
too late for you to come back and do a rewatch with us.
Yeah, I
We
don't know about
always got time for a
that.
rewatch. I'm gonna take one of your boys and I'm gonna play and hope that he actually does something.
Okay.
Because when I did my research, Devin Singletary only had great years when he was with Dable.
Okay.
He doesn't have to be spectacular in New York. If he could just get 1,000 yards and find a way to get 7 touchdowns, if he's your RB 3 or 4, I mean you can't really be mad at that. So I'm taking him as my 3. Hopefully we get some other
Um,
wideouts, but he might be a starter.
um,
Oh, okay. I like Ford.
let's see. I
If
think I'm gonna
anybody like
go.
Brandon would do something like you would take Ford, Brandon. Okay, Jaden, going with the rookie.
Yeah, I gotta go with him. Uh, I don't know about any of this. I might be better off getting just a. You know what? Let me decide. Should I take Jaden for upside and Dak as just
Really?
as insurance?
You're gonna
Yeah,
steal my guy Dak? That's what we're gonna
yeah.
do?
I'm gonna take him for insurance, just in case Jaden throws.
Wow. I
Just in
didn't
case.
think that we invited any snipers into the league this year, but apparently and
It
then
just
I give him the golf information, he comes right along and takes golf too. God damn it, I tell
uh,
you.
that's a look. That's a
It ain't
broadcasting
really no
vision.
friends. You don't really have no friends around here.
Yeah.
You
I
know
mean,
what, then? Fuck it.
I really think Jaden Daniels is going to be like QB5 or QB6, but just in case he really is terrible, that can't be my only guy.
All right. This is my problem. Again, like the Tyreek thing, I can't watch football and Tyreek be tied into my name. My Tua be tied to my real team. So I'm gonna pass Tua and I'm gonna take the big dart throw here and say that the Bears end
Okay,
up with their first
okay,
4,000 yard passer
you would be
ever.
right. You would be
And
right. That boy's special. That boy is special.
4,000 yards and 30 touchdowns out of Caleb Williams this year. I'm
Yep.
calling it right now. That's
No,
all I need, guy.
no. He's a. I watch Hard Knocks. I'm a believer.
I definitely would have taken Dak had you let Dak slide through, and I would have
Yeah.
ran with the CD Dak combo for the year. But we'll go Caleb. We're not ashamed to go Caleb.
No, I think he would have been another. Like if Dak had been gone, I would have taken Jaden Daniels and then waited for a while and then taken Caleb if he had been there.
I seen quite a few fantasy teams that got like a whole lot of rookies. They got Caleb,
Yeah,
Jaden, Brian Thomas, Marvin Harrison. You just got all the
yeah.
guys on one team. That's like you really counting on
You,
them all
yeah.
being Justin Jefferson.
Damn,
I like
Chase Brown. I was hoping he could be a lottery pick later.
this dude is a sniper too, though. He's a dog too. He
That's
knows
it.
a little something. This ain't like drafting with our mamas or nothing. Where they're just taking their
Mm-hmm.
favorite players. He knows a little something.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
P Phoenix. Who just said who you taking next?
I want to know. I said it. I just want to know who
Oh,
he's taking next.
oh okay. Hold on a second. Let me take-
Down to 20 seconds. Draft moving along kind of fast. Lauren, we need you to check in. We need to talk to you about your team. Your team is looking actually really good, and I don't like that. I don't like that your team looks that good. Keon, Keon in the
You
Macy's
call him?
jacket.
Okay.
Keon in his Macy's jackets. I ain't mad at him.
Okay.
I think Deontay Johnson is going to end up being the best value pick of this entire draft. I
Yeah.
I don't care if the Panthers win one game. I think Deontay Johnson is 100 catches, 1,200 yards, 8 touchdowns waiting to happen for the Panthers.
So
I
you
think
think
Canales is that good. I don't think that the Panthers are going to win anything, but I just think Canales is that good of an offensive guy that he will at least shape Bryce and Deontay Johnson into being
mm-hmm.
something worth watching, especially if you don't have Sunday ticket and you live where we live and you're forced to watch Panther games every Sunday.
Oh God, I'm so
I could
sorry for
I could
folks.
only imagine people who live like that. I feel sorry for you.
Yeah,
I feel bad for you
that's terrible.
being forced to watch a Panther game every Sunday.
Terrible, terrible existence.
Bronny Jr., what are you gonna do? I think you just took that dude because his last name is Njig, but I feel like that's the only reason you took him.
Yeah,
I feel like
JSN.
that's why you took him. I just feel like that's why you took him. Zeke,
Zeke Elliott. Who is Ant Man 64 again? That's your brother?
that is my brother.
Okay.
Zeke, Zeke could be a baller this year. Like I
He
don't
could be.
think Jerry brought Zeke back to not at least make sure he jumps in the goddamn Salvation Army bucket
Yeah.
five to 5 to 8 times next year. Might
Yeah.
not get but 10 yards a game, but he gonna get all the goal lines. Definitely will get all the goal lines.
But so Josh is in Detroit, huh? He said Detroit ain't that bad. I just caught. I just missed that part.
Oh, I missed that one. What did he say?
He said Detroit ain't that bad.
Oh, no. Look, he admits it. Of course, that's why he took the guy. I just told you. It was too close to a word we're not allowed to say here. So I
Ah,
knew that's why you took him. I knew him.
the mother effing hop. Little stud. Once upon a time.
Once upon a time,
Once
greatest
upon a
wide
time.
receiver ever played in life.
Yeah.
Why is it
Yes,
Clemson doesn't get dudes like him anymore? That's why they
indeed.
suck.
They don't use the portal. I don't like Dabo.
I don't like Dabo
He
either.
just seems like I don't like the way he gets down, and he's so hard and fast about like he don't want to use the portal, and it's like code for I don't want to have some boys I can't control.
That's
And
not
you
code.
and you
It's
go
not code. He
and you
said
go
it.
keep on losing because
Yeah,
you
they
got
getting their ass back. They
they can't
basically
compete. They can't compete
Clemson to
anymore.
me feels like they're about to slip down the slide that Miami slipped down 20 years ago, where
Yeah,
it's all name and we're gonna be like, oh, Clemson versus blah blah blah. They're gonna be showing highlights of Hopkins and Deshaun Watson, but it's gonna be like 15 years down the road.
those
They're not gonna be
boosters.
good.
Those boosters, they're not going. They're going to hey look that racism. You're going to have to let some of it
They,
go so we
yeah,
can get some
man.
wins.
They spent at least 100 mil in facilities in those last like those 4 or 5 years where they were winning.
Yeah,
Like I've seen the Clemson football facilities. It's ridiculous. It's better
yeah.
than most pro places.
He's living in 2019 though, so until he gets out of 2019, they're gonna keep losing to the top flight teams, man. So you can beat people in the ACC with that bullshit, but you can't.
They got dog walked.
They got dog
They
walked.
got dog
They
walked. They
didn't
didn't
belong
even
on the
look.
same
They
field. They didn't
never
belong.
looked competitive, even though the score was what like 3-0. So
Yeah,
like they never looked like they should be in the field. It always looked like. So when is Georgia gonna show up? Is Georgia gonna come today? Because when they showed up, they showed up. And it was like, okay,
Yep.
this is over in like 5 minutes.
Yep.
So what's going on with FSU? Let's talk about my favorite team, FSU. My favorite team I love to hate.
See, I don't know much. I mean, I just know they lost, and it's like a bad thing. But I
They
didn't know they
have
were good.
given up like 200 yards rushing both games.
Mm.
Already 0-2 in the ACC. I think they're done. I think
So
they're done.
last year was just like some smoke and mirrors. Like, what's up?
Listen, they had some ballers. Like they got the two guys that ended up on defense with the Rams. They had Trey Benson. They had what's my guy's name that's on the bench in the Jet? Jordan Travis. Like they had
Hmm.
some dudes that if it would have got out of hand, like some of them throws I saw DJ make Saturday, like Jordan Travis doesn't miss those. The dudes that was on that team last year don't miss 3rd and 7 on a crucial third down. They get there and they run for like 47 yards. Florida
Hmm.
State scores a touchdown. BC chokes, and we're all like, "Yeah, I thought that was gonna happen."
Hmm.
So let me stash this guy before Merle gets back and steals my plan.
Yeah, because I definitely was about to grab them
I'm about to
on their
stash this
return.
guy because I have Laporta, so I feel like I can wait on him,
Yep.
and then I can get my last. I still need one other dude that technically will be a starter for me
Hmm.
on my comeback around. Let me see what's out there. I think I got something that these guys aren't gonna go. I'm gonna go deep in the bag here and do some other shit.
Who is Tulsa's Magic Roots?
Uh, Apathy Tech. This guy's in a couple of leagues I am in. He is a really good fantasy guy. He also,
Okay.
when you play fantasy, this is like in most jobs, like you work with somebody and y'all become friends. Like I have no idea who this guy is. Yet
Okay.
I was in the hospital. This is one of the first people that reached out to me and asked me about what was going on and was telling me about different things that I could do. So he's a really good guy. I wanted to get him in the draft. I just could never coordinate and get him in here to get one of these places in here. Maybe if we had stayed at 16, but that 16 league was whoo, that was rough.
Hmm. Hmm. Oh my goodness. That.
Brandon, why did you take my guy, Brandon?
Oh, he'll put Gus the
And then
Bus.
here comes Merle taking my other guy. I'm thinking one of these dudes are gonna make it back around the path.
It's hard,
God
man.
damn.
Every draft I'm in, it never fails. There's always two or three where I just like nobody's thinking about this dude, and then they snipe
I was
like,
thinking about him. I was thinking about him. Like
yeah, no.
tickets is slim now. You gotta hit a lottery ticket down here at these ends of the draft.
Oh, so no team defense, huh?
No, no defense, no kickers. We
Okay,
don't we
no
don't get
kickers.
down like that.
Okay,
We don't get down like that. All
okay,
right, so let's go.
just straight offense.
Let's dig in the bag here and see if this guy can give us something this year.
Shakir,
Josh
yeah, I
uh,
like him.
Josh Allen likes him, so we're gonna go and see if he can do anything for us.
I almost took Corum. I thought about it.
It was between him and Corum, but I
See,
needed to make sure somebody I knew was gonna be starting, and I don't know when Corum might get the start. He only gets the start if Kyron gets hurt.
hmm but you might got him. They got him returning kicks,
Oh, wait a
punts,
minute.
like kicks. You
Look at
can't
this.
get hurt.
Look at this
See,
brilliant insight from Danny Finn's fan here. Miami is
oh,
winning the ACC. You're damn right,
that's
Danny.
not a hard. If seeing what happened with Florida State and looking at Clemson, yeah. So I think that's a
I
pretty safe
mean, the only thing with Florida is they are prone to going on the road to random places like Virginia somewhere and getting our ass whooped on a
bet. Yeah.
random Thursday night somewhere when we should not be. But hey, if you're a Miami fan in any sport, especially football, you understand this is the
Hmm.
life we lead. You have chosen to lead this pathetic life where you'll be miserable every Monday and Sunday for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
It's a birthright. We can't help it. It's a birthright. Who's going to take the first time? I got one for you. I'm thinking of a name. What about your guy, the backup in New York, Tracy? Is he going to play? Because he was
Tracy,
going a
Tracy,
lot.
Tracy. Who is that?
Tyrone Tracy is the backup running back. I think he's from Purdue. He
Okay, is
was
he not
going a
expected?
lot in early drafts. He
Okay.
was going really early. I haven't seen his name before the 17th round anywhere recently, but New York is just a weird place. It's like everything in New York scares me. I
Yeah.
don't want the tight end. Like you can always get the tight end.
Yeah.
Singletary is just because he's a running back. I had
Yeah.
to.
I mean, people are taking neighbors, but I mean, that's it.
I don't expect it. I feel like Neighbors in the end is going to be. I don't want to desecrate him, but maybe top 50, 60 just
Hmm.
cuz. But I
Hmm.
don't see him being a top 20 guy. Not for where he's being drafted from. Not unless
Hmm.
New York makes a change. Somehow New York makes a change at quarterback, or there's some random guy on the bench that's going to come off and have one of them Joe Flacco type seasons or something somewhere. Who is the backup in New York? I don't even know.
Uh, yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
Oh,
Lock.
what's his face?
Drew
Lock,
Lock. Drew
who's
Lock.
hurt?
Ugh. The backup I like the most, Sam Howell. I feel like he has the quickest avenue to becoming a starter.
Yeah, Jacoby Myers. Oh, looks like King Olay is
Sneak.
on the he on the auto draft.
That's a sneaky good pick though from the auto draft.
Yeah, yeah. I like the other kid, Polk.
Yeah. I think I just told Lauren earlier today. I thought Polk was the
Oh, that's
best
right.
receiver out of
Myers is
all of them.
okay. Jacoby's in Las Vegas now, but he
He's
was
in
in New
Vegas.
England. But that Polk kid is
Myers has been like a top 10 sneaky good receiver
absolutely,
that we never talk about in that second layer of good receivers because he just doesn't score touchdowns.
absolutely.
He just doesn't score touchdowns. I would like Jacoby much better if Raiders would have did some better job with their quarterback situation. So he's on auto. So now we got to wait his 15 seconds out.
Hmm.
Better draft these bitch dudes and don't be leaving. This where you make your money at. This where you win the league right here.
I know. Go ahead and take. Okay, AD
So
Mitchell. He nice.
that's a nice pick.
Yeah, AD Mitchell
About
is
a
nice.
Chuba.
Wow, he
You,
lasted pretty long. Starting
you
running back.
shouldn't. He shouldn't be there as starting running back. People
Yeah.
are high on Brooks. I'm not that high on Brooks.
Oh, when he gets healthy, he's gonna be a stud. So I mean, I don't know.
I'm
I've never
not
played that
high.
dynasty league stuff, but he's gonna be a stud.
It's just
He's gonna be a stud.
somehow he has the stink of the Panthers on him. I just don't. Coming off an ACL, a rookie.
Hmm.
He was splitting carries at Texas. True was good. I just don't know. I
He's
don't
just
know.
not. It's just not exciting.
It's
You
not
know,
exciting. If he comes
Hubbard is
out in week
like Jerome
5 or
Ford.
6,
Like he's
but I saw Jerome Ford get an opportunity and give me 1,100 yards in his limited opportunity. I mean, if you just need a filler, I need a running back 3-4.
just a
You,
plotter.
yeah, you can't be mad at 1,000 yards from your RB4.
Yeah,
You can't. You can't.
Zach. I should have probably grabbed him as a backup to K Walker, but he ain't gonna get on the field unless dude gets hurt. But
Now, if Walker gets hurt, Charbonnet could be a league winner.
he definitely could be.
He could be a league winner.
I got him in a couple leagues, but you just never know exactly when to punch him, go get him. But I had
Clint, we
plenty
need
of
to talk about you taking Jerry Judy though. That's what we need to talk about. Yeah. Yeah.
Musgrave.
That sucks.
Hmm.
Let's see here.
What is
Y'all leave
out
any
here?
y'all leave any goodies under the tree? Cause it don't look like it.
It ain't a lot. There's some upside dudes. I mean, Rashid Shaheed.
Yeah. I guess you can only go take upside dudes right now.
You got the real country dude from Carolina, Leggett.
I love that guy.
Yeah,
I just love listening to him.
I feel like
I'm
he
gonna take
faking
this
it.
guy.
I feel like he faking it though.
I think Javante has a tenuous hold on his job. I'm gonna go with McLaughlin.
Okay, she don't take Rashid Shaheed, and she not a real
Of
Saints
course
fan.
she's gonna take Rasheed. What? Not the
Whoa!
Saints fan.
Into the
Now
sun
I
thing.
left him out there for you. I thought you'd take him, Lauren. She didn't want him.
She didn't want him. I guess she can
She
have. I mean,
didn't
I'm not gonna
want him.
take him.
She didn't want it.
No, I'm gonna take
Mhm.
somebody potentially get some carries. Give me one more running back, and then I'm done with the running backs. Or
Who
maybe it's
who wins Who
Maybe
wins
I should look at
Thursday?
it.
Who wins Thursday night? Since we're not gonna meet up again before we get to talk about next week's games next week, but who wins Thursday night? Clint's not here to get the predictions. It's just us in
Man,
charge.
that's a good one. I don't know. I truly have no idea. I
Kansas
truly
City,
have zero
Baltimore.
idea.
We're gonna do a good, better job of keeping up with our picks this year, so we can talk some
Man,
more shit this year.
yeah. I mean, I that's a tough one. Um, that's a tough one.
I'm going Baltimore.
Baltimore.
I'm going Baltimore for the win Thursday, just so we can start the "is Kansas City dead" conversation. Let's just start the cut
Yeah,
early so that we can back that on up in about 3 weeks when they're like three and
yeah.
one.
I mean, I'm not a Lamar Jackson fan, but like, I think my blackness would like for Lamar to win just to, at least for a little while, quiet that whole thing about like, he can't win the big one. And that style of, whatever they're trying to say with him. I mean, I believe some of it. I just don't believe he's a good quarterback. I mean, but I would like for him to be successful.
I
I would love
believe
to see
he's
a
good
running,
enough for
yeah,
them to win.
right.
I mean, he's a two-time MVP. I think he's good enough for them to win. I don't know. I, I honestly don't know. I thought they won the game last year. Time management.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Sometimes you have to be a bigger coach and you have to
I,
be like, I have a problem, and I'm going to take the old guy here. I have a problem, and you might need to bring on a time management type coach on the staff. Like, hey, six
yeah.
minutes to go. This is the down and distance. This is the this and this. These things matter because the other
Yeah.
teams are using analytics. They're not throwing grass up in the air and seeing how the wind blows like they used to do back in the 50s and say, yeah, go for it. No, that's not how
Yeah.
this works anymore.
Yeah.
You gotta need some science to decide what you're doing. And I don't think Baltimore has anybody like that on the side because it doesn't
Yeah.
fit their narrative as being rough, tough, Ray Lewis defensive. We just go ahead and smash it, get it done. That
Yeah.
doesn't work when the baby goat is on the field in the
No,
clutch. That just don't
doesn't.
work when he's
It
on
doesn't.
all throw all the book out the window when
Yeah.
baby goat is on the field.
Yeah. And it's
But
just, I don't know. I would love, I mean, that there just hasn't been, Jalen Hurts would have been, he came the closest of like the kind of running quarterback that
see,
because we just hadn't had that style. That style just can't win a
I
Super
don't
Bowl.
even
It's
know
never
if
had.
it's the style because the style.
It doesn't win. There's
I'm
never
gonna
been
be
a
honest.
quarterback with that
The
style that won.
style is Steve Young.
No,
I think the Lamar problem is
no. Steve Young,
we.
Steve, he's a passer first. He's a
I think
passer to
Lamar can
run.
pass the ball. I just think Greg Roman just didn't take the top off. Like they did a little bit of better job last year, but they only had Andrews and they only have Flowers. They still don't have another wideout. But your best chance of winning is dropping back and running the ball. I mean, they're still
Yep,
probably the best running football team in
yep.
football. And if that plays to your quarterback strength, so be it. I
I
I
just want to
think
see it win
I
one
wish
time.
Clint and Lauren were here because me and Lauren have touched on this. I think it's a sociological thing that we just feel like Lamar can't win because Lamar doesn't look or sound or do it like all the other quarterbacks.
But no quarterback has
It's
ever done
another
that.
it's another reason. I think that's another reason why you don't see Lamar like on commercials. I mean, he doesn't
Oh,
look the
what?
part. He
No,
doesn't
he's not.
sound the part.
No.
So he doesn't like to talk. So like if Lamar, let's say Lamar sounded like Jalen Hurts, and he could
He had to
give
look.
us
He
a
has to look. He has to look like him
he
too.
has to look like him, but if he didn't look like him, if at least if he got up and he gave press game conferences where he was saying when somebody says he can't throw the ball, and he could alliterate to you, this is the call, this is what we saw, this is what we were thinking, this is what we were doing. I think the national type media would look on him differently, but
No, you
because he
can't be ugly.
doesn't talk,
You can't be ugly.
he sounds like that guy. He's dark.
You can't be
He's
ugly.
not. He's ugly. His voice is
You can't
deep
be
South
ugly.
Florida rapper. It's everything commercial America hates. So,
Absolutely.
so even winning MVPs, really legitimately the only way Lamar is ever going to get his just due. Like I
That's
said, we
it.
spent 2 years on here arguing about whether Lamar should get paid, and he finally got paid, and then it still didn't change. It was just Lamar. Like, God damn, he was the highest paid quarterback in football for a minute. And he still was like, it's just Lamar.
he just always has his worst game at the
in the
end of the
biggest
year.
moment.
So that and like I said, and then the whole thing, like I said, the way the cadence and the way he talks. But like I can't think of the last ugly superstar football player, man. I mean, it's like
You got to play on defense. It can't be on
yeah,
offense.
can't be on
Offensive guys
offense.
got to be slick,
Yep,
fast looking. They got to look a certain way to get commercials on offense.
yep,
Defense, you can be the big you in on even on defense. Like you don't really see cornerbacks or anything with commercials. Defensive players are the three great pass rushers we might have.
and they got their helmet on in the
They
commercial.
got their helmet on, or their big fat defensive tackle,
Yep,
harmless. He's your best friend. Take a drink with guys like
refrigerator
Kelsey,
Perry,
like
refrigerator Perry.
Vince Wilfork on a
Yep,
billion commercials,
yep,
and now Jason Kelsey and Vince Wilfork on commercials together
yep,
because they look like two guys. You could be like, hey, I can get drunk with these guys. We're gonna have a ball, but
yep.
they don't. I don't know what it is about the thing for the defense and offense and who decides what is
Ricky Pearsall.
commercial. Okay, shot him up. 50 Cent. Let's see. Somebody got an opinion. Let's see here.
Okay, here we go.
Jalen Hurts is passing first. Look at Brown and Smith ball him out.
He
Hurts
ain't
got some
passing
push
first.
push.
He's not a passing first quarterback. That's not true.
You don't think?
No,
I don't know. I have the perception like he really is.
they run the read option, so read option passes don't count.
True. I think the perception of Jalen being a passing quarterback though is the fact that he was with Lincoln Riley,
Oh man,
and
that's
then
probably
he
why he did.
comes in. He comes in and replaces
Hit the wrong
Tua
button.
and throws touchdown passes to win that championship game. So
Mm-hmm.
ever since then, it's like, okay, Jalen Hurts is this great passer.
Mm-mm. In Oklahoma that last year, but it's still he runs the read option, so it don't count. I but I but he has the look and he has a temperament and all that stuff and like
Coach's kid,
coach's
sounds the
kid.
part,
Yeah,
college graduate,
yeah,
yes sir, no sir,
yeah. Look like a Kappa.
been to a Super Bowl. I
Yeah,
mean, isn't he a cowboy? Is he a cowboy or a kid, something like that?
he's a Q. He's a Q.
Okay. Don't nobody tag me on Facebook getting mad because I called him the wrong thing. So
I'm just saying,
Kobe don't beat me up, Kobe.
yeah, you just gotta have a look. You just gotta have a certain look. But he almost won the Super Bowl. Like if Jalen had won the Super Bowl, he would have been the first with that style to win the Super Bowl. He came so close, but we just had there hadn't been anybody close.
One of those type quarterbacks is just gonna have to have a magical game
Yep.
because that they all of those games have been played. The defense never really came to help, or they lit them down in such big moments that it was nothing the offense could do. Like
Right.
if we have the lead, like I think about that Buffalo game, and I like the drag on Josh Allen personally. But goddamn, I gave y'all the lead with 13 seconds, and y'all still lost this game.
Yeah. Still
What
lost.
the fuck am I supposed to do out here?
Yep. Yep.
Like, even though Josh is the number one fantasy dude, and he's got commercials, and basically people say he's still the number one quarterback. Even his perception changes a million times if they win that game,
Yeah. Absolutely.
and they're in the Super Bowl. So, I mean, it's interesting how playing in that one game could just change everything, whether you're
Change
good
everything.
or bad. Like
Yep.
Flacco, Flacco not taking that bullshit contract and then winning the Super Bowl and becoming the highest paid quarterback and still clinging around here. What we're talking 10 years later,
Yep.
Flacco is still playing
Yeah.
because he's a Super Bowl winning quarterback who just comes on the team. You don't ever have to hear about him in the news. You don't hear nothing about him until it's time for him to play.
Yeah. He's a beast.
I mean, I make
Going
the
through.
argument that the Jets would have been good last year had they kept Flacco.
Yep.
Even if they went and got Rodgers, if they would have kept Flacco as their backup, didn't deal with Zach Wilson, and would have played Flacco when Rodgers was hurt,
Yeah.
because he looked good the year before when Zach Wilson was hurt, and they played him. That was the only time they ever won. Still
Man,
in my late
this
round guy, Vernon Allen.
this see the auto draft. I don't know how to fix this. Like auto draft make drafts things that make sense, and my argument is like people wouldn't draft smartly as the auto draft does for them. No offense, but like
I
it,
mean, the auto
the,
drafts give you the best option based on what they know to be true
yeah. So that's why I'm just
today.
like, yeah. But
But I mean,
I
if
don't
you're
think,
auto drafting, listen, you're auto drafting Mitchell now because he's higher rated. But when Josh Downs come back, will Mitchell be the number two guy, or will he just
yeah.
slide on back down?
I just think it just like it just doesn't draft in the same way that the human would, and
And it
sometimes
shouldn't take
you
the bullshit
so
out.
it's like it's like it's why show up? So after a certain round, you should just stop drafting, let
You
the
probably
computer do
should.
it. Yeah,
I mean, I have some little really small like whatever leagues. And where I ended up, I was in the car. I was like, I'm just gonna let the auto draft go. And I was like, wow, this team's better than I would have drafted.
exactly.
I
That's
wasn't
why
thinking
it's
that.
like
All you
I
need is
don't.
if the AI is reading, and then the next person, like say, they do something dumb.
Yeah,
The AI doesn't say, you know what,
yeah,
I'm gonna do something dumb because you did something dumb. It's
yeah,
like, no, I'm gonna take the dude that you
yeah.
should have taken.
Yeah, that's why I just like with Hoofnagel, man, it's just like we drafting in person. I don't want no auto draft bullshit.
And even then, they still be auto drafting. They're just like,
At
hey,
the
you know,
end,
I'll fill my lineup.
but yeah, at the end, but our rules are like we pick the person for them when they get it off waivers. You shouldn't be able to have the computer draft something for you, but I get it
And win and win leagues.
and win. That's a part, and and luckily we haven't had a situation like that before. Well, we did have one year where it might be a little sketchy.
Golly, we're at the bottom of the barrel. It's nothing out here.
Yeah, you're just taking whatever.
Take this guy. Let's take this guy. Hope maybe Cooper Cup gets hurt or somebody.
Yeah,
Cooper
see,
gets hurt.
this is where you playing in like 300 leagues. You got some little trade secrets probably.
Like I've seen some things, and then you
Mhm.
read enough, and then I watch enough. I mean, I'm on the podcasts and magazines, but like this is what seems to be going on in the world with people.
Mhm.
I mean, can you never know? Like hell, I took Puka in the fourth round of a rookie draft last year. Who the fuck? You never fucking know what's gonna fucking happen.
Mhm.
Anything can happen with these dudes. Two injuries away from damn Tommy DeVito starting at quarterback for you
Yep.
in some
Yep.
random ass game that's important in a
Right.
playoff game. So yeah, shit happens.
Look at this shit.
You
Ooh.
took I was gonna take Justin just for shits and giggles.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. I mean, Bo Nix. I was thinking about Bo Nix, or Michael Wilson, but I'll go ahead and take Justin Fields. I accidentally took K Miller. I didn't want to take him, but it was an accident. But it's all good. At this point, I was done with my draft once I got to drafting Trey Benson.
Oh yeah, I mean you deep in the bag then. You are deep in the bag.
I can finish this round out. Let me take a look at these squads and see how people living.
Lauren, you don't have enough Saints.
Yeah, she never did grab what's his
You
face.
got David. She got Carr, but you didn't get your boy.
Yeah, I'll let you have Kendra for Bixby.
Yeah, I thought you'd get your boy. You didn't come back and get Spencer Rattler. You told me he's gonna be starting later this year.
Russell Wilson. Oh
Now,
no,
that's
I don't know who
Roman,
Roman
the
Wilson.
dude from Michigan. Mims should step up.
Bryce Young at the
Yeah, I
end.
went Bryce in the end. I talked him up. May as well give him a little burn.
He
I mean, he's
looks
my quarterback three.
he's so little. He's so little.
He's a Make a Wish kid.
Yeah. And I don't think his arm is that strong to make. I'm just like, why is he number one?
I'm
I didn't get
trying to
that.
give him benefit of the doubt that fucking Matt Rule and Frank Del there are just terrible. And if
Yeah.
that Canales dude could make Baker look like that, he got to be able to do something with this dude.
Yeah,
Something.
that's true. They about the same size, right?
Yeah, if he can't do nothing with him, then that's it for Bryce. Bryce will play these last couple of years out, and the Panthers will be back in the QB draft pool next year looking for something if he can't do anything this year. Because you'll know after this year.
Mm-hmm.
We gave you three wideouts, two good running backs. Defense don't suck. We're just gonna see. What is this?
Let's see. And that
That
is
is that.
that is a draft. All right, let's take a look, see what everybody's team's looking like.
Had a few autos there
Any
at the
surprises
end.
there? We had Chase, that's kind of a wild card. Josh Allen kind of went early, but it's justified. was like you did.
I mean, right now, I think the
You rebounded with your running backs. I mean, start
mm,
off with just Cook, but Harris and Singletary they're gonna eat up a lot of innings.
I think the auto that the L Mervin team is decent
Yeah,
running backs. Clint, if everything goes well, could be a player.
I like
The
that.
Jefferson, Kyron, Pat, Cup, and if Neighbor shows up with this Jake Ferguson, if Jake Ferguson is Dallas's number two receiver, this could definitely be something.
Yeah,
Uh, Phoenix just got a whole lot of ballers. He just got a whole lot of dudes that can hit. He got a
yeah,
lot of ballers. Mike
I
is
like
tried
the
and true old guys, but it's solid.
yeah,
Uh, Bronny Jr. here, he just went with the names. He's flashy.
yeah, but
Uh,
solid. I mean, a lot of innings,
solid.
like mixing
All
a
of
lot
these
of
teams
carries.
are pretty solid. King Olay, if Baltimore is the best team in football, he's going to be dangerous with Derrick Henry, Mark Andrews, and Zay Flowers. I'll be
Yeah,
interested to see what this team would look like if it had Lamar on it instead of
yeah.
Josh Allen. See how that works. I've never had like four dudes from one team in
The
one
tough
fantasy team.
the tough part will be if Baltimore doesn't play well Thursday. It's gonna suck knowing
Ooh,
you
that you took
know
an L
that
all
you took
week.
an L all week.
There's nothing you can do. If
Ain't
they
shit you
suck,
can do.
you can't come back.
Yeah,
You can't come back. So
but
I
it's a
think
solid
we'll have
win
the
though.
whole I think we'll have the whole crew together next week. We're gonna try to jump on here before the game on Thursday. I guess we'll come back on a regular night on Wednesday night. Maybe we'll go to Tuesday. I don't know. We'll let you know. You guys just keep watching, like, subscribe. We'll be
Yeah,
much better next week. We'll have some flashy graphics. Maybe we'll bring somebody on here to lie, tell you some football lies or something like that. But we just want to jump on, kind of show you what we were doing, talk some bullshit,
absolutely.
and that's about it. What else you got? We got to get some DraftKings picks going next week.
That's it. Yeah, yeah. So next week we'll get a good get feeling about what the teams look like, and I'll be able to put together some thoughts on underdog or DraftKings, whatever y'all use. I'm feeling underdog is starting to be my favorite thing to use.
I
Kayla
find it
gave me
hard to
some
draft
fire
on
emojis.
underdog and jump back to something else. The underdog rankings throw me off. They are not like anything else. You be like, I just got to pick the dude I like.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I do the higher lowers and try to play those
Oh,
parlays, and they have a whole new formula where you can have 10 parlays, so you could probably win $5,000-6,000 on one hit, but you got to have 9 things go right. So we'll see.
we'll talk off camera so we can get our bets together
That'll
before
work.
Sunday. Before Sunday, we're gonna give y'all a treat. This I think we're gonna I haven't told my wife this, but I think we're gonna live broadcast from Vegas.
Oh,
Don't tell nobody.
must must.
We're gonna live broadcast from Vegas on the
Oh,
17th, live from the sports book while we're watching the Raiders
oh,
play the
that'll be dope.
Dolphins.
Yeah, yeah. Bring it. Bring.
So
I'll make sure I have my computer and
yeah, I think we're gonna cut up a
headphones,
little bit on
everything.
a Sunday. Maybe have a little game watch
Yeah,
on a
I love
Sunday
that.
for a little while from the sports book. Take some live bets for you guys.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll split the pot with you if you cash out me the money. I'll see.
Yep.
We'll see. I might just erase your number.
That'll
If
work.
that's all you got, that's all I got. We'll be
Peace.
better. We'll
All
be better
right.
next week. But peace.
All right. Peace. Going to bed. In the show. Peace. Next week.